This quarantine is making me think way too much. So, here it goes. Why is it so hard to get over someone you technically never dated? I mean, let's call that the situationship. In my opinion, the reason getting over them can be harder than getting over someone in a relationship is generally when you don't have an actual typical relationship with somebody, you tend to just have the convenient parts of it, which more likely than not, you have all the good and not the bad. You don't have the responsibilities, and you can't rely on them for things you would rely on a boyfriend or girlfriend. Your expectations are much lower. Like if they don't do anything on Valentine's Day or for your birthday and they're not your boyfriend, you can't be mad, right? It's like a boundary that is clearly drawn when it's like a situationship versus an actual relationship. And I definitely have struggled trying to let someone go that was never really mine. How it started, as far as realizing my place and realizing what it would or wouldn't ever be, was when the communication kind of started to break down, less frequent, when the in-person hangout, when those started to become far and few in between, I really had to look at the situation and take the rose-tinted glasses off and just realize that, hey, it's been this long. Things would have progressed naturally, or it would have been vocalized by the other person if they were on that page, if they wanted to take it there. Now, I can't tell you what happened. I've even asked them, like, as far as like, hey, what's going on when the communication stopped? Because although I said I was okay with it being casual, I was, and it just got really messy when there were feelings involved. As you can guess, this is the same individual I said I love you to, because I'm an idiot. And I said it like once or twice, and I promised I wouldn't say it again, because that's fucking weird. Like, you don't say that if someone's not gonna say it back, and you don't make them feel bad about it, or you just don't do that. That's like gross. So when it was never said back, and then when the communication kind of slowed down significantly, and then of course followed by the hanging out becoming less, and just the vibe was different. They still wanted to hook up, of course. I was flexing like my girlfriend skills, like, look at everything I could do, like, and I was just doing too much. I was too available, too try hard, just throwing myself at them. And it was pretty embarrassing now that I think about it. I was way too available. They never had the decency to be like, yo, I ain't feeling it. It came to head at one point when, like, the communication was just nothing. And I decided to play that game, and so I wouldn't talk to them either. And then they start hitting me up. Like it's like the second I pull back, they know. And then they're like, hey, what's up? So I bring it up, and they said they almost maybe loved me, which I've mentioned this like in about 3 videos now, because it's like, love is like you do or you don't. It's completely black and white. Like, what? Like, that didn't make me feel any better. And so I just had to leave it at that. I know they had like a really traumatic bad marriage they got out of. Like, there are a lot of reasons why, aside from myself, that maybe they wouldn't want to jump into anything. And that's fine. I also really think that when someone's like, oh, it's got, I got to worry about me and blah, 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 I got to be happy. Like, that's a fucking cop-out. Like, when you're dating, usually to find a relationship. And it was going that way, and then it didn't. And then, yeah, so I guess they just don't want to hurt my feelings, or didn't want to hurt my feelings. And that was, is what it is. So what I've had to do, and honestly, I can't say anything bad about him. That's like what sucks. Like, there were no experiences in which I could just like try to turn my focus to and be like, oh, that's why they're no good, or it doesn't work out, or I'm better off, like, and I'm like, I will be okay either way. Like, I'm not, this person didn't define me, but this is one of the first people I ever, I guess, dated that was truly kind to me and that never did anything directly to hurt me. They wouldn't put me down, they wouldn't insult me, they wouldn't belittle me, they wouldn't weaponize parts of my life. Like, they seemed like they accepted me, but they just didn't want to accept me for anything other than what it remained stagnant as. And as hard as it was, I had to just accept that. And I'm not going to act like I don't think about them from time to time, because I do. And I wish them nothing but happiness, and I truly have nothing bad to say about them as a person. Like, they really showed me that I could have kindness, that I did deserve to be treated better than I had been used to. I went back and forth on wondering did I like them for them? Did I like them for how they treated me? And I realized I did like them for them, or love, whatever. It's just so weird because, like, there were not those bad experiences. There were not those fights. Like, things that typically happen in relationships versus situationships don't occur. And that's why it is so hard to let go of someone you never had, someone you never dated. Like, they can be on your mind all the time. And my advice, if you're in that situation, is just throw yourself back out there, or just focus on yourself, but take your time and energy away from that person who clearly doesn't want you back. Maybe they'll change your mind, but don't hold your breath on it. Don't wait. Don't be available. Don't, like, jump. Like, if they text you back and want to hang out or hook up, like, don't do that. That's just going to make you feel bad and used. Time heals everything, and at the very least, this person helped me change my dating standards for the better. I will not be treated less than, and I'm glad for that experience, at least. I mean, they were there when I was going through some really rough stuff, and sometimes I wonder if that burden wore them down. I didn't try to rely on them for everything, but I don't know. They were so damn nice, damn it. Like, got me all confused and stuff. But that's why it's so hard to get over people you never really had. Thanks for watching.